Hello. Hello. I've arrived. Um it is Thursday night and I believe we are ready to finish this game. Can you believe it? This is potentially the very last stream of me playing Final Fantasy 16. Can you believe it? This is our 17th episode. Crazy. I'm back again. Hello. Welcome to the final stream for Final Fantasy 16. A new episode of JJK comes out today. I know. I didn't see it, but I saw the clips of Nanami. So, you know where my thoughts lie. Honestly, even though I'm not watching Jujutsu Kaisen, I'm literally like spoiled on the internet. So, unfortunately, but when I entered stream, the first thing I saw was 420. Yeah. How is everyone's day today? What'd you guys do? What'd you guys do today? I saw clips of Gojo. Oh, I saw clips of Nanami. Today I went to work and I just had a really bad day. It was not good. Work was not good today. I'm mentally and emotionally unstable right now, but it's fine. I fixed it. Today it was also grandparents and special people's day at my niece's school, and grandparents, they didn't want to go, so I went. I am officially doing big sister things, and I went to her school and I just stayed for an hour. She was taking Spanish class and it was so cute. They did like Spanish songs, and it's a Catholic school, so she literally just said like the Father, Son, Holy Spirit in Spanish. That was so crazy. Every time I ask her what she learned in school, it's always like the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. My family is not Catholic, so it's whatever. She can learn something. I took a lot of religion classes in college, but yeah, it was really cute. We did Spanish class, and then we got a bunch of pictures taken, and their school is bougie. Like, what kind of budget allows like photo booths in the school for a day like this, like for an hour? Like, that's pretty crazy. So we got our picture taken 3 times. One on a phone, the teacher's phone, a professional photographer came in, and then photo booth. It was really cute. And then we did like a Humpty Dumpty activity where we just cut it out and just read Humpty Dumpty. It was pretty cute. I like seeing her, and it would have been sad if no one went, you know. Obviously I'm gonna go, and yeah, just I'm a good big sister, okay? This kid's is in kindergarten, so yeah. But then after that, I had just a really bad time at work. Like, work itself is fine, it's just like the people. I hate it there. I am currently looking for a new job. Yeah, I don't know. I don't really want to get into work, but after work, I have an event this Saturday and I needed a dress, and so my friend offered to take me to the mall. So we went to the mall and I got a dress. Actually, the first dress I picked out was a dress I got. Like, it was that fast. And usually I have a hard time like finding dresses, but I found it and it was pretty easy. and I'm really glad that I have at least something. But yeah, I got a dress, and then I got I like leather jackets, okay? But sometimes I don't like the shape of it. I'm not really a big fan of like those collar flaps where it's like an M, or like the like the silver lining, and like it looks too biker for me, and I don't really want to go for a biker look. And I don't really like the bomber jacket type because I don't really like those like scrunchy collars. But I saw something, it was like a cropped leather shirt, and it was so cute, and I caved because I don't have a leather jacket. Okay. So I caved and I bought it, and it's super cute, and I'm gonna wear it this fall. It is fall. But yeah, I'm gonna wear it. It's so cute. It's so cute. And then I went to H&M and I just bought like some tops that were on sale. I got my therapy done, my therapy shopping. And then I had Shin Ramen. So it was, I guess it's like alright. I mean, I'm still kind of peeved, but I'm always peeved at work. But yeah, anyways, that was my day today. Yeah, that's it. But anyways, for the last episode of Final Fantasy 16, this last stream, let's do a recap. I never do recaps, but the recap is we fought Ultima, and a giant crystal fell from the sky, and now we gotta go to the crystal for the final boss battle with Ultima. So, and right now we're doing a bunch of side quests, okay? It's like every person we ever encountered in the game, it's like everyone wants a quest. So I'm pretty sure this is like the final goodbyes, you know, the final goodbyes of seeing everyone. And so yeah, that's what we're doing. We're doing side quests, and then when it ends, the game ends, or we do the final mission. And I'm not prepared. I'm pretty sure I'm gonna cry. Most likely. I already cried yesterday playing the game. I was just bawling my eyes out. Ooh. But I will be posting a highlights video for this game. So be prepared for that. Okay. So we're just doing side quests. We're gonna keep doing that. I wanna grab this. Yeah, we're gonna just try to quickly do these side quests and try to finish the game. I'm gonna finish the game today.
Quentin, I have a proposal for you.
Do you now? Something tells me you'll be asking more of me than a cask of Gotand gold. Go on then. Propose.
I propose.
You'd have me convince the chiefs and chamberlains of the realm that they should simply swallow their pride and do the one thing that has proved impossible for thousands of years. Was there anything else? Perhaps I can fetch you a meat pie as well.
I know it's a lot to ask, but I can think of none better suited to the role.
And you'd have me give up what little I have left to do it. I told you, Clive, the people of Lostwing are my family, and I cannot abandon them. You'll have to find someone else.
I'm sorry to hear that.
So am I.
And why might that be?
What he's asking. How's it any different to what you've done so far? They want you to speak for those who can't speak for themselves. That's what you do best. If it's the vineyard you're worried about, we'll see that the grapes are picked and the tons filled. You know we will.
It's not that.
Then what is it? You said yourself we're family. Don't you trust us?
You know that's not what I'm...
Then what are you saying? That only we are worth saving? Why turn your back on everyone else? You convinced us we could build new lives for ourselves, and if you can do that, who's to say you couldn't convince the entire realm?
A stirring argument. I fear that any rejoinder I make might fall somewhat flat by comparison.
So you'll join us?
Where do you need me?
Field Marshal Havel will want to speak with you in person. He's currently in Port Isolde. I can arrange for a party of Cursebreakers to accompany you there.
That would be very much appreciated. I hear the roads are far from safe these days.
Hopefully not for long. My uncle will want to know that his plan is taking shape.
Yeah. Okay. We gotta go... Okay. That's back at the hideaway. Now we gotta go to Northreach.
Nazaire might at least have mentioned where in Northreach he'd be testing this recruit.
We're here? Over here.
I'm nervous. Is it alright to be nervous?
Is it alright to
Well
be
met,
nervous?
Sid. This is the initiate. Ember, present yourself.
At your service, Master.
Please, just Sid.
Master.
There are no masters here. Your life is your own.
Oh, of course. Thank you, Sid. The sergeant says you'll be evaluating me at my trial.
To become a scout, yes. You are aware of the dangers inherent in that role.
I am. But I swore I'd face them. Just like the man who saved my life.
And who would that be?
Gav. It was him who found me and freed me. No magic, no support, just one man and his nose. Came and sniffed me out. It taught me what one man can do if he puts his mind to it. And I've been training ever since, so that one day I can be someone's saviour, just like Gav was mine.
I'm sure he'd be flattered. You clearly have good intentions, Ember. And it sounds like you're under no illusions. Stick to this path and you'll make a fine Cursebreaker.
So, what? Have I passed?
You haven't even started yet. Now listen. Not far from here is an Imperial lookout, Eastwatch. The guards there record all their sightings in a logbook. You are to find it and bring it here.
And bring it here, right. Anything else?
No. Sneaking into a heavily guarded Imperial outpost and stealing the logbook would be quite sufficient. You will need to assess the situation, determine a point of entry, create a distraction and effect an escape, all without being discovered and thrown into an Imperial oubliette.
Ember, Gav isn't our best scout because he can do everything. It's essential that you know your limits.
Know my limits, right. I won't let you down.
We gotta go save him. Probably. Most likely.
It shouldn't be as dangerous as I made out. But keep a weather eye on him all the same, would you?
On my way. All right, Ember. Impress me.
That's over there. Let's go to the Vale.
The garrison is threatening to pull their sentries from the markets.
I would speak with this Duke.
Pretty sure it's Isabel.
Your town needs you. I need you. But the Duke would have me clapped in irons.
Oh,
Do you have a moment, Clive?
What is it?
It's the Duke, unsurprisingly. His Eminence has assumed full control of the garrison and put every able-bodied man to work on the fortifications. The town was left all but unguarded, so Philippe was compelled to form a citizens' watch to fill the void. And though my dear boys have been characteristically willing to assist him in this, they want for bodies. So I was wondering if you would lend them your strength, that the people of Northreach might sleep easier, if only for a few nights.
Of course.
Of course. Whatever you need.
Thank you, Clive. What would I do without you? Philippe told me he had men stationed at...
Where can I find the mistress of this establishment?
Here, my lady. To whom do I have the pleasure of speaking?
My name is Sabine, and it is my displeasure to be the daughter of the Duke of Oriflamme, who I understand is causing you and your town no small amount of trouble. I wish to speak to you about what might be done.
Very well. Let us speak. I trust you'll forgive me, Clive.
Absolutely. Our conversation can wait.
Please, proceed.
As you know, my father is a most overbearing and supercilious man, and I join you in objecting to his every action. Indeed, I owe you my thanks for continuing to argue against his reckless plans. Yet I fear he is not one to be swayed by reason. No, he must be made to face the consequences of his actions.
And who would make him do this?
I would. Myself and several other like-minded individuals. Were you to join us, we would surely have the strength to drive him from Northreach for good.
Does that not seem a trifle... drastic?
Drastic action is precisely what is called for.
Is that smart?
Unless you are content to see your people downtrodden and dispossessed. My father would have it that citizens exist only to serve the Empire. That they should be forced to make every sacrifice to ensure her revival. But he is wrong.
What is that hat,
It is not
though?
the people who must serve the Empire, but the Empire who must serve her people. He's always been like this, scornful of the opinions of anyone he judged beneath him. But he cannot be allowed to ride roughshod over the common folk any longer. We must fight him by all possible means.
Fight him? No. My purpose is to quell the tension in Northreach, not to stoke it. Respectfully, my lady. Our only chance of saving this town depends upon every one of us uniting against our common enemy. Your father and his followers included. While I understand your frustrations, I cling to the hope that he may yet be won round.
False hope, I assure you. But I see that your mind is made up. I shall bother you no longer. If you will extend me the same courtesy, I bid you good day.
I bid you good day.
She certainly has spirit.
Indeed. But unfortunately for us, that spirit is only likely to harden the Duke's resolve, which may be enough to seal the fate of this town. Not that she cares. This is all about her and her father.
Families.
I'm sorry, where were we? Ah, yes. I was about to tell you of Philippe's plans for the town watch. But perhaps it's better that you heard them from him. I believe he's in the market, if you'd be so kind as to seek him out.
Right away.
It's just a pity I cannot join you. I'd like to see the two of you in action together.
Okay. Okay, we gotta leave.
Your town needs you.
I don't know where
What
he
does
is.
the dame have to say about all this?
So you are content to abandon... Please, I beseech you. If you are a true son of Northreach, you must fight to defend your home.
That's exactly what I am doing, milady. Or trying to, at least. The land is crawling with fiends, and someone has to keep watch.
Even when our true enemy is hiding in the garrison? Fine. You're not the only able-bodied man in Northreach. Thank you so much for your help.
Bruh, chill. You and your stupid hat.
She cornered you too, then?
Could hardly get a word in edgeways. Like father, like daughter, eh?
She made an uninvited appearance at the Vale earlier, hoping to convince the Dame to join her in fomenting rebellion.
I bet that went well. Her ladyship seems to have a way with people. Anyway, what brings you here?
Our mutual friend thought you might welcome some help.
Oh, she did she? Right, as always. In fact, you're just the man. We've had some reports, you see. Sightings of, you know what.
Acacia?
They're back.
Seems that way. All over, too. We haven't been able to confirm anything yet, but if you're willing, you could go and see what's what.
Right. Where should I look?
You know Grieger's Weep? One of the sightings places them somewhere on its shores.
I'm on my way.
Thank you, Clive. I'll look into one of the other sightings. Let's rendezvous back here later.
Okay. That is down there. Making sure I'm going the right way.
Damn it. The reports were true. I need to stop them before they get to the town. They all died at once. Call that a test, Ultima?
Clive, it's me. You all right?
I am. But it seems the reports were true. The thralls have returned. I dispatched the few that I found, though.
Well, there's something, I suppose. But what were they doing south of town? They all came from the north last time. We might be able to fend off an attack from one side or the other, but from both?
Do you have eyes in the north?
Some. I should probably go and have a look, though, just to be sure. You head back to Northreach. I want you there just in case war breaks out while I'm away.
What do you mean?
Her ladyship's been busy working her magic on the townspeople, stirring up ill feeling towards her father. She'll have her marching on the barracks if we're not careful.
What? This is exactly what the Dame was afraid of. I'll do what I can to calm things down. Be careful out there, all right?
Don't worry, I'm not like you. One sniff of those things and I'm running back to town screaming blue murder.
I'm dead. Blue murder.
Do you not see, Father? The people of Northreach have given enough, and only a fool would ask for more.
Listen to me, Sabine. Where would our people be without their country, hmm? The Empire is their sword and their shield. It is she that ensures they can live without fear. And now she teeters on the brink. Without their sword, how will the people fight? Without their shield, how will they protect their kin? Can the unarmed stand against the advancing hordes? No. But there is yet hope. A new shield, a new sword. A new empire.
Sanbreque Part 2.
We can rebuild Sanbreque, just as Great Grieger wills it.
Perhaps we could, Father. But we don't want to. Not if it is built on the broken backs of the people.
Please, Let us not quarrel in the street. You must see that no good will come of this. Our fight is not with each other, but with the threat that draws ever closer to our gates. A threat that your sword has yet to rid us of, Your Eminence.
You will hold your tongue, whore!
You bitch.
You may have filled my daughter's head with your heresy, but I will not be corrupted.
Corrupted? Your daughter's opinions are her own, as you would know if you had ever deigned to listen to her. At least I hope they are your opinions, and not posturing born of a family feud. Northreach deserves better than that.
Northreach deserves better than you, Carla. Yes, I know who you are. The slut of Twinside who bedded a Branded.
Jealous,
Call me
are
a
you?
slut?
That a woman might choose a bearer over a pious man of Griga.
Clive! I met a swarm of thralls coming south from Oriflamme. Hundreds of them. Too many to count.
No. Work on the fortifications has scarcely begun. We will retreat to Caer Norvent and there make our stand.
Welcome to
Did
the
you hear me?
final
That was
episode
an order.
of Final Fantasy XVI.
While this is but a heartfelt plea, let us make our stand here and protect our homes. Protect those that we love. Together, for Northreach!
You heard the dame. What are we waiting for? Pikemen to the gates. Archers to the roofs. Quickly, come on!
Let's go.
But she is but a common...
Whore, yes. And we'd follow her to the gates of hell.
He just called her a whore.
The men have their orders, and they look like following them. I got them spaced out at regular intervals. Whichever direction the thralls strike from, there'll be someone there to meet them.
Thank you, Philippe. Rest assured the people will play their part. The herbalist has donated her stock of medicines to me. Should any of your men be injured, take them to the Vale. We'll see to them there.
Thank you, milady. I will.
I'll play my part too. You still want for numbers. Unlike the enemy, I only hope I can go some way to evening the odds. Philippe, can I leave the south in your hands? I doubt the thralls by the lake were the last of their number.
Of course. I'll lead a party down that way so we don't get taken by surprise. What about you?
I'll make my way up the road to Oriflamme. I fought a few of these things. And while I can't promise to hold them all back, I should be able to thin the herd.
All right. But take care.
Thank you. Both of you.
You can thank us when it's over.
Till then, madame.
Let's go fight. To Oriflamme.
I want steel in the hands of everyone.
Excuse me. I guess I just go straight.
There are so many of them.
Not for long.
I can handle that.
Get him!
over.
No. It's only just begun.
Hello?
Let's try. This one.
Encroaching Undertaker.
Kill!
Yeah. Oh my god, I didn't get him.
Get him! Slow.
Yay!
That looks to be the last of them. I wonder how the others fared. Better hurry back to town. Come on, Torgal.
Let's go, Torgal.
Clive, it's good to see you.
And you. The road to Oriflamme is clear. How did you and your men fare?
Well, we ended up fighting for our lives down by the lake. Took a few nicks, but nothing the girls of the Vale can't put right.
Glad to hear it.
Well, it seems we've survived. For the time being, at least. I thank you both for answering the call.
You were right, and I was wrong. About everything.
Yeah.
I had thought that the only way to unite the people was under the banner of Empire. That without a strong hand to guide them, they would drift apart. To be borne hither and yon by the eddying currents of fate. But you brought them together, not by force, nor by the exercise of goddess-given authority, but by simply being one of them. By knowing what they feel, because you feel it yourself.
Feelings.
Our purpose was ever the same, Your Eminence. You were merely distracted by a loftier vision of empire and glory, while our eyes beheld matters closer to home.
You have the right of it again, as did you, Sabine. His Radiance said it himself. Sanbreque is naught without her citizens. I forgot that, and I am sorry.
I'm sorry too, Father. I should never have taken things so far. I only wanted you to understand how the people felt, how I felt. But my anger got the better of me.
Do not blame yourself, my dear. This was my doing. I should have listened to you. To all of you.
Your Eminence, your Ladyship, I do not doubt that you came here with the best of intentions, but I believe the same could be said of us all. We all want safety, security, prosperity, not just for Northreach, but for the entire realm, and we may yet achieve it. If only we work together. Will you join us in this?
Yes. We shall.
Thank you, Your Eminence. Now that that is settled, I must go and see to the wounded. The Vale's doors are always open to any soldier in need of relief, and today there are more than ever before.
Yay!
Madame Isabel is a rare soul indeed. In these dark times, I see that it is not men like me who should lead the realm, but women like her.
You're right. If only I'd listened to her when I had the chance.
Forgive me for saying so, milady, but you still do. The dame said it herself. We can turn things around. We just have to work together. And that goes for you, too. You're one of us now.
One of you?
Well said, Captain. Let this be a new beginning. Not only for Sanbreque, but for us.
Well, since there's nothing more to be done here, I should see if Isabel needs any help moving the wounded.
I think she'll be okay.
Can we get you anything?
Pretty sure she'll be okay indeed.
Just a little further.
This the last one?
How goes the treatment of the wounded? I'd be happy to man one end of a stretcher if it would help.
You've helped quite enough for one day, Clive. Thank you.
Don't mention it.
Oh, but I must. After all you've done for this town, it is the very least you deserve.
Tell me, if Northreach had fallen, what would you have done? A woman of your means could find a home anywhere in the realm, but I sense you would rather have died here.
It's a long story.
For you, madame, I have all the time in the world.
Lore. Isabel lore.
Very well. Long ago, I had a life in the Crystalline Dominion. I was Carla then, courtesan to the nobility. So sought after was I that it was only they who could afford my time. Alas, those halcyon days were not to last. For naive as I was, I fell in love with a bearer. He was my master's guard, the gentlest man I have ever known. After they discovered us together, he was whipped bloody and forbidden from ever looking at me again. And so we fled. Not that we had anywhere to flee to. We wandered, aimless and starving, half dreading, half praying that the next day would be our last. Until we found ourselves here, in Northreach. It was the Vale that took us in, that fed us, clothed us, and healed our hurts, those that could be healed at least. My love was already too far gone.
He passed away.
He did. Not long after we arrived. But at least we were able to share a few moments of peace before the end. It was the greatest gift I have ever received. But the generosity of this town and her people did not end there. The men and women of the Vale supported me through my grief, shared in it, though I was still a stranger to them. They treated me like a sister. And so I swore that I would always do the same. That I would return the kindness that Northreach showed me. That I would repay my debt to the Vale.
Thank you, Isabel, for sharing this with me.
You're a lot like him, you know. Perhaps that is why I have such a soft spot for you. Never stop fighting, Clive, and I shan't either. I know that it will not be easy to keep Northreach together, but our efforts will be rewarded. Just look at us now. The people, the soldiers, even the Duke of Oriflamme and his daughter, all united in defense of this town that we have come to call our home. And what of you? Can we count on your support too?
Always.
Always and forever. Bill signboard.
We have brought Northreach together. Now the fight begins to keep her together. For if this town is to survive, we must all play our part. Including you, Clive.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay, we gotta go over there to do the test. Probably already
It's the
died.
last one.
Just a little further.
Will you lend me a hand? They're still injured in the barn.
Okay, so we gotta go
You held your
here.
own. We rain fire down on
I
their
could give you another elixir.
We gotta cross this bridge over here. It is not a bridge. We gotta take a left somewhere. Up here? I don't think I've been here.
These are clean kills. Perhaps young Ember really is ready. Or maybe not.
Ember, no.
Damn it.
Ember, draw your sword!
I can't!
Then run!
If you want him, you'll have to go through me.
All right.
Over here!
Taunt Amos.
You lose!
You lose.
Ember, are you... Gone. Of course. Scouts really are a rare breed. Back to Northreach it is then.
He literally ran away. He literally ran away. That's so...
The garrison said they'd take another oath.
I didn't expect you back so soon. Where is Ember? How did he fare?
I thought I'd find him with you. He must have fled. I followed him to Eastwatch, where I found him being set upon by a wild Avis. He was just standing there. Didn't even draw his sword. I had to step in and take care of things. But by the time I had, he was nowhere to be seen. I assumed he'd set off in your direction, but apparently not.
I'm sorry, Sid. I knew the boy had a nervous streak, but he seemed like...
The right man for the job? I believe this is the logbook you tasked me with retrieving.
Eh? How did you... Don't you tell me you breached the tower while Sid was busy saving your skin.
I'm dead.
What? Wasn't that what you asked me to do? To bring the thing back without getting caught?
He has you there, Nazaire. And he did it all on his own.
But Sid, he
did what he thought was best. And now I have to decide whether I agree.
Of course. We'll await your evaluation back at the hideaway. Don't you leave my sight.
Yes, Sergeant.
I'm dead.
This won't be an easy decision.
Okay. We're finished here. Now we gotta go to Ash and do the side missions there. This way. It's gonna be all the way down. I'm gonna just call my
Let's go.
Chocobo and speed things up.
Have care.
Wherever we going? Farther down. This way.
Might this be Mickelberg?
Thanks, Gal.
Hi.
These people aren't turned. And the village seems safe enough at least. What is going on here?
Ah. Did you, too, heed the call?
Heed the call? No, I came here looking for someone. To be honest, I wasn't sure I'd find him here. Let alone all of you.
Is that so?
What are you doing here? Is this where you live?
It is my home. The others, they heeded the call.
What's the call?
You keep saying that. What do you mean?
They came here to perform the rite, just as King Barnabas instructed. This village is their altar, where they shall cast their shawls upon the gentle waters and give themselves to the Lord.
Give themselves?
Oh, Lord, cleanse us of our sins.
Let us be reborn in your loving arms.
Free us from the torment of this mortal realm.
They want to be saved. Forgive me. But did another foreigner like me come here? He was probably wearing a cowl.
You mean the traveler from Storm? Yes.
He's staying at my house, toward the rear of the village.
Thank you. If you don't mind, I'll go and greet him.
They seek the same salvation Barnabas did. At least the third chair still lives. Let's go and find him.
At the end. Did he die? No, he's here.
Excuse me. Are you with the Undying?
I am. And so it would appear, are you? Lord Rosfield, if I am not mistaken.
That's right. And you must be the third chair.
I am.
Cyril was worried for your safety. He sent me to find you.
Then I must apologize. I did not mean to trouble the bearer of the burning quill. Much less you, my Lord Marquis.
He said that you had failed to report. Is there a reason for that?
I came here to study the followers of this new faith. But the more I learned of them, the more my own faith began to falter. You have seen them at their prayers, have you not?
They're just praying.
Devote themselves to the veneration of their Lord with a fervor I have never seen before, praying night and day that they might be rid of their wicked wills and reborn in their Saviour's light. Not that they might be granted respite from their worldly woes, but so that they might continue to serve him with all of their beings. I, too, swore to devote my life to the service of my Lord and Master, but this... 'tis different.
Huh?
It is more.
Interesting.
And so I would see it through to the end. See these people safe, that they might achieve their dream. That they might do their duty to their Lord. Even if it should keep me from doing my duty to mine.
You do understand what their dream is, don't you?
I do, my lord. They would cast aside their wills and become Akashic.
So he wants to see them turn.
I know that it may be hard to believe, but to these people, that is the very essence of salvation. Forgive me, my lord, but I must remain here. If you are to return to Master Cyril, I would consider it a great...
Uh-oh.
Did you hear that, my lord? Something is happening.
I'll go and find out what. Stay here.
What's going on? The Akashic.
Beneath the flood. Oh no. There must be something I can do.
Isn't that what they wanted, though?
Echoes as well. Found her.
That's literally what they want.
Ready, brother?
Ready.
Ready.
All yours, Turtle.
Yeah. Okay. What happened to the people?
What now?
What's down there? Are you for real?
We meet again. You've been your kind before.
Get him!
Okay. Yeah.
All yours, Torgal.
That's it.
Go, Torgal. Get him. This one.
Ow.
Nice try. Get him. Torgal, kill! Go, Torgal! Over here! Go, Torgal!
A quarter left.
Get him!
They're so heavily armored.
Now, Torgal!
Yeah. Insta killed. Yay.
Damn it!
I'm dying, guys. Save them.
Don't you die. Come on, speak to me.
I had to save them, that they might have a chance to find true salvation. By devoting themselves to the service of their Lord.
They're turning.
Just as I did, when the Undying plucked me from the gutter and gave me a cause to believe in. A duty to serve was everything to me, and I would not deny them that fulfillment, even if they must become a Kashyyyk in order to achieve it. Forgive me, my Lord Marquis. I did not mean to trouble you with this. My findings. Could you deliver them to Master Cyril for me?
Of course. Your duty will be done.
Don't I have to, like, kill them?
Look, my lord. They are saved.
I technically have to kill them. At what cost? Sometime later.
They are saved. Founder. I should get this report to Cyril.
Nice, they teleported me back.
My Lord Marquis, welcome back. I am glad to see you hale and whole.
I met with your third chair, Cyril. He bade me deliver his findings to you.
Oh.
Thank you, my lord. He remained in Ash?
He died protecting the villagers from an echo. I buried him in Mickelberg. I'm sorry that I couldn't save him.
If you could not save him, no one could.
The villagers, they were believers in this savior cult. They prayed to their god that they might be unburdened of their wills. Then an ether flood came, and their wish was granted. Your brother sacrificed himself that they might live, even knowing that that life was death by another name.
Then he perished defending liberty. A hero's end. For the right to choose how one dies is no less sacred than the right to choose how one lives.
Sid would agree. He wanted to build a world where people could die on their own terms.
A noble ambition. To die for one's cause is the most perfect expression of one's faith. It matters not how misguided others might judge one's decision to be. Only that the decision is one's own. We live according to the teachings of our order. We believe in them, we protect them, and yes, we die for them. For better or worse,
I guess.
That is our creed.
But he didn't die for your creed. He died to save them. And you still believe that what he did was right.
I believe that he believed it was. We of the Undying are not slaves, but willing servants, and this was his will. The ultimate expression of it.
All right. I'd like to know this man's name, Cyril. To know the names of all the Undying who've fallen in the line of duty. They died serving my house. It's only right that I remember them. That is my duty.
Of course. I shall fetch the Book of Martyrs at once. My lord, it has been, and shall ever be, the greatest honor of my life to serve House Rosfield. Though our duties may differ, yours is no less important. I pray with all my heart for your success, and were they here, I have no doubt but that every one of my fallen brothers and sisters would feel the same.
I guess. Kind of morbid. Clay Hearth signboard. And they open up to my mind. Collect 6 signboards. Oops. Okay. Ravenwit. Balamug Dark.
Doris is waiting for me near Balmung Dark. The longer she's out in the open, the more likely she is to be found by Akashic. I need to hurry.
I'm hurrying. I'm not fighting you.
This one. Sick 'em. Go, Torgal. Get him. All yours, Torgal.
He was gonna explode. Yeah, I don't want to fight them.
There were no guards, I take it.
None manning the gates, no. It's a different story inside, though. The corridors are crawling with Akashic. Most likely guards left behind when the wardens ran. If Chadwick was being held here, I worry that he may already be...
Don't give up hope just yet. But let's move quickly. Let me check the ground floor. The ether stick is there.
Then I'll search the upper level. Good luck, Sid. Stay safe.
Will do.
Just how bad are the floods inside the walls? Bad enough to turn a bearer? I hope not. Locked up tight.
I guess this way. Is that a key? Balamug Dark, right of designation. The Kingdom of Alud hereby designates this facility a prison for the detainment of bearers, both foreign and domestic. The purpose of this facility is to rear and train Akuza beasts for deployment in field. The aforementioned purpose is a matter of strictest secrecy, and any mention thereof is to be punishable by death. Captive bearers have been provided solely for the perusal of the aforementioned purpose. Express permission is required for use of bearer in any other capacity.
So this place was no ordinary prison, and I doubt they'll have taken the creature with them when they fled.
And it's probably Akashic.
Have care.
Time to fight.
Okay.
Recommendation of concerning Kuza beast deployment. The Kuza has long been recognized as an especially aggressive species. This being the case, it was hoped that successful deployment of the battlefield might be a means of inflicting heavy casualties on the enemy. In the exercise conducted thus far, however, the beast has proven incapable of distinguishing between allied and enemy combatants. As such, deployment alongside regular troop is not recommended. It is proposed instead of bearer captives be employed in order to draw enemy focus, and the beast then driven into the fray in order to achieve maximum benefits with minimal loss of looter lives.
Minimal loss of Waluda lives. And what happens when they run out of bearers? Even the Imperials take better care of their branded than that.
Good question. Memoriam of Kuza beast feeding. Recent supply shortages left us with insufficient resources to feed the Kuza entrusted in our care. Fortunately, the creature was observed to kill and consume the bearers assigned to fight beside it in a mock battle conducted as part of its training. The beast was further observed to enter a state of visible contentment upon feeding in this way, suggesting that live bearers may even be its preferred source of sustenance. While this behavior is unexpected, it is not unwelcome. Bearers no longer of use for training purposes can now be repurposed as required. That's fucked up.
They were feeding bearers to it. This is even worse than I'd feared. Nothing but a caching down here. Hopefully things are looking better upstairs. I should go and see how Doris is getting on.
That's fucked up.
Quiet. Caution, brother.
Let's talk to her after I get this side. He literally ran back. That's it. Okay. Now we go talk to Doris.
No lock downstairs. But I did find out that this place was more than just a prison. Something far more sinister was happening here.
I know. I've been reading some of these documents and...
He probably got eaten.
True, can it? Bearers die every day in service of their masters, but this This is so much worse. Pitting bearers against a wild beast armed with nothing but their wits? And all in order to bring about more death. And not just those who could fight, but the elderly, children even, and those who wouldn't or couldn't were disposed of. Whatever that means.
I'm afraid it means they were fed to the monstrosity they kept here.
Then we're too late. And I was a fool to bring you here.
Don't say that. Did you find anything else?
A key. But it doesn't fit any of the locks on this floor.
Ooh, I
Perhaps
know
it
where
will
it
fit
goes.
one of the doors downstairs. There's a corridor I haven't searched yet. Finish up here, then come and find me when you're ready.
All right. I'll be there in a moment.
I know where it's at. And I'm pretty sure we gotta fight that thing, and it's probably a Kashyyyk.
Let's see what we can find down here.
Amber. There is a
Survivor.
child.
She sounds close.
Who are you?
There's no need to be afraid. Are you alone? Are there any other survivors?
Some of the guards. They're still here. But something's wrong with them. Everyone else was eaten by the monster.
Of course there were.
Thank the Founder.
It was worth our coming. But I'd rather we didn't linger. Are you ready?
Ready when you are. You poor thing. He must have been terrified.
Did Chadwick send you?
What?
He fought the monster. Distracted it so I could run away. He must have sent you. He promised to free the others too. Where is he? He opened your cell, didn't he? He wouldn't be here otherwise.
Chadwick.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Was that?
Monster's back! Chadwick, help!
We have to get out of here.
Doris, keep the girl safe.
All right. You put that bearer-eating bastard in the ground.
Don't swear in front of the... Oh, that
It's
is
out there waiting
a...
for me. I can't let it live. Not if it's got a taste for bearers.
Ooh. That is huge. Hi. Who's a beast? turned into this wall, dude.
Enough.
Yeah. I have so much money. He wasn't Akashic though.
Finally.
Sid, are you hurt?
I'm fine. I think.
She see her dead friend. Her dead brother.
What is it?
A diary. I gave it to Chadwick before we went our separate ways. He was here. Do you think that creature?
I'm sure he fought bravely to the last. The girl is safe thanks to him.
Chadwick. You fool.
Come on. We have to get her back to the hideaway. We don't want his sacrifice to have been in vain.
No. Of course not. I'll see that she's looked after from now on. It's the least I can do.
I left. Did you take his diary though? Damn, I'm back at the hideaway.
From what I hear, you've barely left the girl's side in days. I hope she's recovering from her ordeal.
She is. Slowly but surely. She's far tougher than she looks. I thank the flames we found her. If we hadn't...
I know. But we did. I'm sorry we weren't able to save Chadwick.
There's no need to apologize. Without your help, I would never have found out what happened to him. How he fought to the bitter end to save her. To save Hyde Marie. That's the man I remember. The man I thought of as a brother.
I wish I could have met him. I'd like to hear more about your past. If you don't mind, that is.
Of course. You already met my former master. She trained Chadwick and I to do two things. Kill and obey. We were supposed to be sold to the highest bidder when the time came. But no bid was ever high enough to convince her to part with us. For years, we were her daggers in the shadows. But we could never quite shake our doubts about the things she made us do. So we escaped. But staying together was out of the question. They would have found us too easily. After so many years of training, the pull to serve was always strong. It scared me to think he might have taken another master, become a dagger in someone else's hand.
But even in captivity, the battles he fought were his own. And he died not as someone's tool, but as a hero.
Hyde Marie is proof of that. Bearers can cast off their shackles, and the Cursebreakers will show them how. I'll fight until my dying breath to see it done. For Chadwick, and for all of us.
Yay! Nobody's tool. 48. We gotta talk to... We gotta talk to these people.
You should have seen it.
Welcome back, Sid.
Welcome back, Sid.
Yes. Welcome back. Trip wasn't too much of a pain in the arse, I hope. Truth be told, it was me who suggested roping you in to help with the trial. But from what I hear, things didn't go quite as planned.
No, they most certainly did not.
I feel like he has potential.
Ember lost his nerve in the face of a beast of prey, but he didn't lose heart. He pressed on, and he achieved his aim. And is that not what we ask of our scouts?
Indeed it is. Thank you for your honest appraisal, Cid. The fact remains, however, that Ember will not always have a battle-hardened warrior on hand to pluck him from the jaws of peril. All I have gleaned from this trial is that without someone watching his back, Ember is little more than a liability.
Wait, Sergeant. Ember still has much to learn, it's true. And this time he was found wanting. But I'd say he's due a second chance, nonetheless. After all, he did do as you asked.
With a bit of hard work, any hand can be made to hold a blade. And any mind can conquer its fears. But a scout's nose is different. You've either got one, or you ain't. And by sniffing out that log, young Ember here has shown he has a conk and a half. Wouldn't do to waste it now, would it?
Fine. One more chance.
I'll do whatever you ask. I'll spend my days and nights in the pit if I have to. I'll show you. Just you wait.
I'm dead.
Daft as a brush, that one. But his heart's in the right place. Just like someone else we know. And if you ask me, we've been leaning on him for far too long. About time the Cursebreakers took some of the weight off his shoulders, I reckon.
Yeah.
Good nerd.
Leave Gav
Just
alone.
don't tell Gav I said so, will you? I won't have him thinking he's been hard done by. Next thing you know, he'll be asking for a day off. Chance would be a fine thing. Back to work.
Forgive me, Cid. This did not play out as I expected.
Things rarely do these days, but that's why we need men like Ember more than ever. Men who can make the best out of a bad situation. Remember that.
I will, Cid. Thank you.
Yo.
Uncle, I bring good news. The Field Marshal has agreed to your plan.
Ha! Of course he has. I didn't doubt you for a moment, dear boy.
Rutherford is accompanying him back to your manor in Port Isolde as we speak. They will await your return there. As will one other.
One other? Who, exactly?
Lord Havel was concerned that even if he could get the realm's armies to agree to an accord, he might not be as successful in convincing those with political power. He asked if I might have a solution, and I suggested a certain Imperial Lord Magistrate turned Liberator.
One of your co-conspirators?
Master Quinton would probably call me one of his. But yes.
Another outlaw, then. Just the thing we need to put these rotten politicos in their places. Good thinking, Clive.
I'm glad you approve.
The more the merrier. Eh?
Uncle, assuming Havel and Quinton can solve our problem with the armies, you still haven't mentioned how we might manage the grain shortages.
Oh, don't you worry, my boy. The 7 high houses will be seeing to that. They have all agreed to make the most generous of donations. Oh, of course, it did take a little persuasion, but luckily I had some unexpected help.
From who?
Why, you, my boy. Rumor has it that you rescued the Lady Ariane's head steward Rockford from a horde of bloodthirsty bandits.
It was more of a handful.
Well, the old battle axe was so pleased, she had a shipload of talents delivered to my private docks by the next new moon. And when the other houses saw the parsimonious old crone's purse strings finally loosen, they as good as tripped over themselves in the rush to follow suit.
I'm happy to hear it.
Now, I must be getting back to the manor. Join us there at your earliest convenience, would you?
Of course, Uncle.
Okay. Just teleported May everywhere, huh?
And how, pray tell, will we get that grain to the capital if the roads are still overrun with Akashic?
You'll find another bloody road. I only have so many men, and I'm not about to send them headlong into an ether flood. That is, unless you'd have them turn as well.
Well, I'd certainly eat less.
Says the man with a belly bigger than a band of curls. My soldiers actually need their rations. Without any food to keep them going, they'll be dead even before you've sent them on your fool's errand.
If I may, gentlemen, perhaps I might suggest an alternative approach. Though supply routes are indeed disrupted, there is no shortage of ships. Indeed, they bob away in every bay from here to Randalar, awaiting a safe haven.
This game
Allow
today.
them to make port and fill their bellies full of grain. And once those who crowd the cities are fed, ferry the displaced back to the countryside to work the fallow fields. But I'm sure that you wish to continue your discussion. Forgive the interruption. Two such firm friends as yourselves need no help from the likes of me. Rutherford spoke fondly of the great bond between you.
Us? Friends?
I can't stand the man.
Clive, I'm beginning to question the quality of the company you keep.
And what kind of company were you expecting him to keep? The man's a criminal.
Criminal? How dare you? You are not fit to breathe the same air as this fine, upstanding young gentleman.
Upstanding? He calls himself Sid the Bloody Outlaw.
Once more onto the breach.
Oh my gosh.
Shall we begin again? What we seek here is not to create a new nation, nor to claim the thrones of those that already exist. We wish simply to bring stability to the realm that mankind might weather the current storm. And to do that, we must convince those in power, the generals, the statesmen, the nobles, that our cause is just. There will be disagreements, yes. And I imagine some resistance, much resistance. But we cannot let that deter us. If we show them the path, show them that we walk it ourselves,
This is so
then I'm
much
confident
dialogue.
they will follow. The fate of the world lies in my nephew's hand, but the well-being of her people lies in ours. And we must not squander the chance that Clive has given us.
Uncle Byron,
Now, with that settled, let's move on to the signing of the Accord. For what great moment in history hasn't been accompanied by a little ceremony? Citizens of Valisthea, I present to you the Triunity. Rutherford, Mike Will.
I have no idea what's going on. Pack it the highway.
Well, my boy, the stage is set.
That it is.
This is the role you were born for. Now I ask only that you trust in the talents of your supporting cast. We shall play our parts to the best of our abilities, that you might have the opportunity to shine. The realm needs its Sir Crandall, and there is no better Crandall than you. I want you to keep this signed accord as proof of our faith in you.
I will. Thank you, Uncle.
Ooh. Three's Company.
What do
My
you think that
Lord. How much more do I have to do?
You alright? About that.
If there's anything I can do to help you kill the ultimate bloke, you just say the word, eh? You could promise to take Sid's name off my hands.
Aye.
Don't even joke about that. Anyway, I thought you said you hadn't finished with it yet. I did, didn't I? Now, if you wanted to give me an even grander title, something to rival your Sid the Outlaw, that'd be a different story.
Let's see.
Gav the Magnificent, Gav the Almighty, Gav the Lionheart, something along the lines. I'll leave that to you to decide. I'm sure you're more than capable of choosing the perfect moniker for Sid's right-hand man. Right-hand man? Hey, I'll take it.
Something troubling you?
No more than usual. It's just... Etta's baby will be coming soon, and I wanted to make something for it.
I'm sure she'd like that.
Back in the north, families would always make gifts when a bairn was on the way. Yeah, let the little tykes know they were welcome in their new homes, like.
So, what's the problem?
Well, the problem is that Etta's due any day now, and I don't know if I'll be ready in time.
Is there anything I can do to help?
You know, there just might be.
All right then. What exactly are we making?
A good luck charm. But not just any good luck charm.
Not just any.
I need you to slay a beast.
No. One made from the feather of a silver chocobo. There's naught lucky in all the realm, or so we used to say back home anyway. Thing is, they're hard to come by. Had Otto and Karen check with their suppliers, but nothing.
Did he just say Otto's name as Otto?
Only the big day is fast approaching. And that's all you need. A feather.
That or the bird whose horse it's attached to, aye. I was gonna start by asking around with traveling traders plying the northern borders.
Well, there's no shortage of those passing through Martha's. I think I might make that my first port of call. I'll let you know if I find anything.
You're a good friend, Clive. I won't forget this.
How did Gav get himself a bad bitch with the baby? There is a quest in my chambers. A fine hound. The two of you have been together for what probably feels like a lifetime now, but there is still a lot you have to learn about that hound of yours. He'd step in front of bloody raging behemoth if it meant protecting you, but that don't mean you should take it for granted. At the end of the day, he's a hound, and sometimes he just wants someone to pat his head and rub his belly and give him a handful of Goopo nuts. You do good to remember that, Karen. A new day. I am not so foolish to believe that a single shaming of the hands of the town urchins can dispel a lifetime of hatred built up in one's heart, just as a pot cannot be made clean by reminding it of its grime. It takes effort, persistence, and more often than not, a stiff brush and a bucket of lye. But more than that, it takes time. Fortunately, your courage and leadership has granted us just that. We must now decide whether to embrace or to waste it. A wise man once said, "The night is always darkest before dawn." It is a good thing I count one who burns upright amongst my friends. Lubor. Concern for Jill. Though her icon brought her much suffering, the loss of Sheila weighs heavy on her heart, and we would be poor friends indeed if we not seek to lighten that burden, even but only a fraction before we depart for the skies. I would speak on this more in private. Joshua.
If Joshua's worried about Jill, I should go and speak with him.
Might as well just finish reading. The Wages of Fate. Do you remember what you told me the night of the Phoenix Gate? That while the fate of Rosaria sits on my shoulders, the fate of its dominance sits upon yours. But are we not both dominants of fire? Does not the flame of our forebears burn in both our hearts? Should I not protect you as you have protected me? You have chosen to be my shield. Now let me choose to be yours. Is this not what our father wanted? What Cid wanted? To cast aside fate and forge our own paths? Grant me this, Clive. Let me be your strength, Joshua. That which conquers all. Here, not long removed from when last you placed yourself between us peril, I sit and pen yet another letter in which I try and find the words to somehow express the gratitude of an entire town. Still, something feels different about our latest triumph. Where in the past we leaned ever so heavily upon your good graces, this time we found strength elsewhere. In ourselves. Our hardship has shown us that which should have been apparent all along. We are not as different as we want to believe. Does a peasant love his homeland any less than a noble? Does a bearer love his family any less than another man with his own? It is this love that has united us and give us true strength. Should every thrall, Akashic bandit, brigand in the realm come changing our gates, we will not fret, we will not falter, we will fight, and we will win as well. Note of thanks. My Lord Marquess, I write to thank you for the kind consideration you have shown for those whose names are written within the pages of the Book of Maitreys. I know that it would move them deeply to know that the first shield of the Phoenix laments their passing. Though each of every member of our order stands ready to sacrifice their lives in service of the Phoenix, I do not doubt that those who are taken before their time go with regret for the long years of duty left undone, that they should live on in the memory of a proud son of House Rossfield, such as yourself, shall surely go some way to soothing sorrows. May the Phoenix flames burn ever in your heart, Cyril, bearer of the burning quill. Okay. I guess. Who should I talk to first?
First the guys.
Say what you will.
I guess, this is all. Dungeon. I went the wrong way.
Whatever should I write next?
Y'all, I know I said I was going to finish this game, but I don't know. This is a lot of side quests.
Mid, tell me this is all you need.
You make it sound like I asked you to save the world or something.
Tell me this is all you need.
It's most of what I need. After you left, I went over the figures again, and I realised I'd forgotten a 1 and a 0.
And
a cogwheel. Just a tiny one. Though that's the problem. Gears that small are a bastard to make, and I may have lost the one Blackthorn spent a fortnight toiling over.
Wait, the children. When they took apart your scales, there was a tiny brass gear. Now that I think about it, they didn't use it when we put the scales back together.
The young'uns? But why would the... You know what? I don't want to know. I'll keep working on the model. You go and find that cog.
Will do.
Has Midadol mentioned a new project yet?
Sid! Is Mid still hiding from us?
She wasn't hiding. She's fine. She's just busy working on her next project.
A new invention? What is it? Is it an airship? I bet it's an airship!
Do you think she'll let us help?
That just so happens to be why I'm here. She needs something special, something only you three can provide. A brass gear. A tiny one. One that might fit on, say, a set of scales.
Oh, the one you forgot! We remember!
We saved it, just in case. It's in the bag of bits.
Yay! Since your lesson, we've been disassembling, then reassembling everything we can find. All the pieces that are left over, we keep under our beds, just in case.
That's good to know.
Look! I found it!
Thank you.
Is that all? Just the gear? We have more parts if Mid needs them.
That's all for now. But I'll let Mid know about your hoard. Just in case.
Thanks, Sid.
Well, did they have it?
I got it for you. Just for you.
They did. And they kept it somewhere nice and safe. Will it work?
Will it work? It's perfect! You're a genius, Clive.
What exactly are you going to use it for?
Only the most important job of all. The wings aren't going to move on their own. But with the right cog in the right place, well, you just wait and see.
Are we flying soon?
That should do it. Here goes nothing. Titan's tits.
What?
It wasn't supposed to fly, was it?
Of course it was supposed to fly. Wouldn't be much of an airship if it didn't. Honestly, these bloody engines are driving me mad. I was so sure this would be the day she soared. The Mithril engine was made to make dreams come true. But maybe this is one dream the world's better off without.
Planes do exist.
It won't be long till they're raining death down on each other. People will lose their homes. Children, their mums and their dads. Like I lost mine.
I'm sorry.
No.
So am I, Clive. So am I. Sorry that I have to choose. Do I follow my head? Or do I follow my heart?
Good question.
He's like, I have no idea.
First time I stood on the deck of your ship, felt the wind in my hair. It was like I was flying. But imagine how it would feel to actually do it.
My dad always said there were two ways of living life. Chasing a dream or shuffling to your grave. And he were right. Right about a lot of things. Not that I like to admit it. People need dreams to chase. Especially in a world like this. Right. When this is over, I'm gonna take all my Mithril engines to Zemeckis and sling them over the edge. I won't have my dream end up turning into someone else's nightmare.
But all that hard work.
All that hard work will not be used for war, Jamie. But it ain't like it'll be gone. Tell me, Clive, have you ever been on a treasure hunt?
Not since Joshua and I were boys. Why do you ask?
Because I'm gonna bury the engine schematics and leave behind a little riddle telling people where to find them. A really hard one, so that only the most dedicated dreamers will ever be able to work it out. Ooh, I can picture it now. Some daft general squinting at the words with a gormless expression on his mug. Like that one, yeah.
Right.
Am I technically Mid's dad now? Please don't make me do any more.
Of course, if I'm putting this engine at the end of a treasure hunt, I'll still need to make it a treasure worth hunting for. Won't be much of a prize if it couldn't even make a toy boat fly after all. My dad always said, dream big. But it ain't the size of a dream that's important, is it, Clive? Only that it's a good one. And I reckon I've got a fair few good uns left in me.
I'm sure you do.
Yeah. I got a model airship. Okay. We can talk to... Actually, I want to save that one. That talk with Josh later. Yeah. I'd say let's continue over here. I wasn't expecting to do stuff in the hideaway yet. But, yeah. That is a big guy. That is a big guy. Uh-oh. S. What level are you? 47? Okay. Okay.
Another of the Royalist guard dogs. Specimen it is too.
We can do this. We're a level higher.
Kill!
Over half.
Get him!
I almost died. Okay. Y'all did not need to see that. Anyways, let's just
Ready to go?
Stick with the quest. Stick with the quest. I do not need to go through that ever again.
The entire village looks abandoned. Now, which house would a bookworm live in?
The one with the dot over it. The exclamation point. A complete botany of Banes. Yeah, whatever that says.
His interest was certainly varied.
Should I read it? I guess I'll read it. A complete botany of Banes, Etrifotida, or Tale of Riven. White of flower and black of root. Blah 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 blah. Good reading. Folklorist fabulary, the Moogle. No spirit or spite appears more often in Valistian folktales than the humble Moogle. Though they are occasionally painted as mischievous souls akin to pixies or imps, most stories depict them as clumsy yet congenial spirits who delight in helping mankind with their daily labors. They have said to have sweet tooth, leading the common superstition that one must not leave cakes or other sweet meats uncovered overnight, lest not remain but crumbs come morning. Whoa, that's a lot of words. From a distance.
This is it.
I don't want to read
but
it.
If what
I'm
it says
sorry.
is true, I need to get this back. The hideaway.
Okay. Time to leave.
Leaving so soon, stranger?
Oh, it's those
We've been
weird
watching
people.
you from a distance, so to speak.
Subtle. I know who you are.
Then we need not waste time on introductions. Hand me the book. Leave it in our care and return to your life.
Your care? Do you mean to burn it or bury it?
That is not my decision to make. But by one means or another, its contents shall be removed from the common record.
Then I'll have to politely refuse. I won't let you erase our history.
Then we find ourselves at an impasse. Very well. The book can just as easily be pried from your dead hand.
Who is that?
Let's see, shall we?
Impressive, but we have other means. We shall claim the book yet.
Why do you want it so badly anyway?
It lays out in no uncertain terms the vanity and avarice of mankind. It tells the shameful history of the persecution and oppression of a gifted few by a giftless many. Would you say that this interpretation was correct?
I don't know.
You don't know. Your sword may be sharp, but your wits are dull, so let me answer for you. There is no correct interpretation of history. That a series of events took place may be proved beyond a doubt. But there can be no single, immutable explanation as to why they came to pass. It is a question of numbers and of belief. If enough people believe that a set of events occurred for a reason, that belief becomes the truth.
So you're trying to control the truth?
We are trying to protect people from themselves, from knowledge that would bring them naught but pain. That is all. You may keep the book. For now. The world is small. We shall meet again. Until then.
Wait.
Whatever.
Damn it. Let's get this back to Vivian. Perhaps she can explain what that was all about.
And we just gotta go across. Yeah, this way. Whatever works, I guess.
That'll do, girl.
Okay.
This must be the orphanage. Hopefully the registry is still here.
Registry. Bad Bach Conservatory.
Disposed of. Conditioning. This is nothing short of torture. Herman wasn't exaggerating. It's a wonder he survived this place. I need to find that registry.
Disposable within its bounds is punishable by death. I don't know where it is. Oh. I have recently learned that my own daughter was among the children turned to stone by the brutal training I subjected them to. I had not so much as thought of her since handing her over to the authorities as a babe, but inquiries with the military confirmed it. It was her. I had been torturing my own flesh and blood, and now I see her everywhere. Today, one of the children smiled at me in the hope of receiving a few scrapes from my table. It was her smile, the smile she inherited from her mother, the mother I killed for giving birth to a bearer. Their ghosts have all come back to haunt me. My daughters, my wives, all of them, all those children. So many have died at my hand. I can bear the guilt no longer. And so I decided tomorrow I too must die. It will be the last order I give those poor wretches, the last torment I subject them to. I will command them to tear me limb from limb and enter my accursed corpse beneath the white tree, whose crooked hands reach to the sky in supplication. And beside me, my shame, my curse, the record of all their names, all those I have wronged.
This reads like a suicide note. Did the director go through with his plan? There's only one way to find out.
I didn't even know suicide was a word back then. They said it's a white tree. This...
A forked white tree. This must be the place. Could he really be buried here?
Who buried
Something
him?
hidden among the roots. Let's see. This must be the registry.
10 years old. 9, 12. Wait. I need to Google what these words are. Lithification. Oh, it means they turn into stone. Hans, 10 years old, lithification. Alfred, 9, succumb to conditioning. Franz, 12, lithification. Paulina, 10, emancipation. Bruno, 11, disciplined for attempting flight. So they killed them? Johanna, 12, disciplined for attempted flight. 9, succumb to conditioning. Marta, 10. Lothar, 12. Deitch, 11. Emancipation.
So many names.
They're all children.
This place was a slaughterhouse. But where is the architect of all this misery? It was only a matter of time, I suppose. This place is cursed. I'm done here. Let's get the registry back to Herman.
Okay, we are finished here. So we can just go to Martha's Rest. Yeah, I did not want to read all of those texts. I don't really care.
Let's hope one of the merchants here has what Gav needs. Excuse me. I'm looking for something.
Oh, well, then I'm your man.
A silver chocobo feather.
Oh, or maybe not. Though you're not the first to mention the bird around here. There was a man stopped by the rest not long ago claiming he was attacked by a silver chocobo near some gutted hovel not far from Eastpool. Most took him for a braggart and a liar, but who knows? Perhaps there was some truth to his tale.
We'll see. Thank you.
Just because the heavens have gone to rack and ruin, you don't mean
How do, traveller? You've the look of a man who could do with a new whetstone. Or perhaps a bawdy etching of the Vicerine.
Maybe another time. I'm looking for a silver chocobo feather.
If that's the case, room, no one has seen a silver. Word is, they were all hunt. If any are still out there.
You're probably right.
I'm just skip. One more person.
It doesn't still hurt, does it?
Can I help you with something?
You wouldn't happen to sell silver.
But if it's
Was a silver.
Oh,
it wouldn't be. A silver chocobo sighted in the hills near Rhiannon's Ride. It sounds almost too good to be true. But
we can do it.
Since I'm already here.
Can hardly make it up.
We will do it.
Tracks. They're not left by bandits for a change.
Am I going the right way?
More tracks. And these look fresh. A chocobo was here. And recently. Perhaps it still is. I don't hear anything.
But I got the feather.
Well, I'll be damned.
Oh. It's like our chocobo. Like Ambrosia.
It's alright. I'm not going to hurt you. Just borrowing a feather for my friend. Thank you. Let's get this back to Gav before they change their minds.
Alright, we did the whole map. Just gotta turn in some stuff.
It was no trouble.
Clive, you're back. How'd you get on? Any luck?
Any luck, you say?
Can I just take one from Ambrosia?
Crystal's crack. Is this what I think it is? Where in the hell did you find it?
It's a long story.
Yeah, so I found it.
Right there on the road to Eastpool. Who'd have thought it?
Everything up there's been abandoned for years. The empty cabin made for the perfect shelter. Though I fear my presence may have forced the poor creatures to look elsewhere.
Don't blame yourself, Clive. The Blight's right on Eastpool's doorstep. They'd have had to move on before long. Even if you hadn't have turned up, they'll find a new home. Trust me. After all, that's what us endangered animals do. Anyway, what matters is, you managed to nick us one of their quills before they could run off. And now all that's left is to fix it to the carving.
I didn't know you could carve.
Reckon there's a lot you don't know about me. Like the fact I'm as good with a whittling knife as I am with a sword. And that bone Ember gave me's a dream to work with. What did you say it was from again? An Avis?
But it weren't your Avis, Sid. I slew one of my own at last.
Oh, wow.
So all those long nights in the pit finally bore fruit. I'm proud of you, Ember.
Don't speak too soon. I ain't done my trial yet.
There we go.
Cute.
What do you think?
I think if you ever hang up your scouting cap, you'll be able to make an honest living.
Oh, will I? I should go and see if Ed is awake.
Give it my best.
You can give it to yourself. Come on.
Why? I didn't do anything. I got you a feather. Map room, infirmary, midst dungeon. So first would be map room, infirmary, then yeah, midst dungeon. Okay. Okay.
Vivian, I found it. The book you lost.
And I didn't read it because I don't really care.
You found it. Thank you, Clive. Even though I asked this of you, I was not entirely sure it would be possible. I feared the executors had seized every copy.
I met with one of these executors, and I convinced him to let me keep it. He told me something, that the truth is just a matter of collective belief, and that if enough people believe a lie, that lie becomes the truth.
It does, but it also means that the truth is not immutable. That it can be changed, provided that those who wish to change it can convince enough people that their perspective is the correct one. As the sad history of the bearers proved.
You said that the book inspired you to become a scholar.
It did. Or its author, rather. She was a heretic, you see. A firebrand and a dissenter. A gallows stood ready for her in every corner of the realm. And by shunning society, or perhaps being shunned by it, she stumbled upon a truth so potent that an entire realm trembled at the prospect of its utterance. I, too, have always felt somehow set apart from the world of men. A stranger to my own species. She taught me that my solitude was not a curse, but a gift. And that, though my journey to the truth might be a lonely one, what I found at my destination would be more than worth the cost.
Do you still feel that way? That you're not one of us?
Honestly, I'm not entirely sure anymore. Since coming to the Hideaway, I find my thinking somewhat clouded. Perhaps the result of studying mankind from a rather closer perspective than I had intended. But the more I study, the more I find value in this perspective. In looking not from the outside, but from within. So if you'll permit me, I'd like to continue my work here. Remember, Clive, when enough people believe, belief begets truth. Give the men and women of this benighted world the gift of truth. Make them believe in you, as I do.
I'll try, Vivian. I'll try.
Yeah. The baby. She gave... Oh wait, no, she didn't.
How are you feeling?
Well, thank you. Is something wrong?
Wrong? No, nothing like that. What it is...
Go on, please. It's beautiful. Did you make it?
We did. It's from all of us here at the Hideaway. Your new family, like. It's a good luck charm. We may come up north when a band's on the way. I mean a baby. To let him know that they're part of the family too. Oh, I hope you like it.
I don't know what to say. I thank you, my lords, for everything.
If there's anything you need, just let us know.
I will.
Clive, fancy a swift off?
I could be convinced.
I can never say no to a bear.
Don't you think you've had enough?
No, we're celebrating. I'm gonna be a father.
I think Edda might have something to say about that.
A father?
You know what I mean. Bit of light in these dark times. Wasn't long after me 10th name day, my mum told us she was with child again. I was over the fucking moon. I was looking forward to having a little one to lord it over, what with me being the runt of the litter. Thought I'd finally have a chance to prove to the world that I could be a big brother. Imperials came the day she went into labour. Had myself a baby sister. And then I didn't. My whole family gone in a blink, while I hid in the cellar like the spineless little arsehole I was. Great brother I turned out to be. I'll never be a leader. And I'll never be a hero. I'm just a daft little dog who comes running when his master calls. I'll never be like you, or Sid, or Jill, or even Torgal.
Have you finished?
Maybe.
Do you know why you're our best scout? Because you don't need anyone to hold your hand. Without your resourcefulness, your courage, your determination, I don't know where we'd be. Maybe hanging off a cliff like,
That was only the once.
Exactly. You learn from it. And here you are, after Founder knows how many missions, stronger for everyone. And let's not forget Rosalith. Who was it who freed me from the dungeon? Who was it who ran to Jill's rescue?
That would be me.
Because you're our brother, Gav. My brother.
My brother!
Your brother.
You are my brother.
Which means that when the time comes,
I get your room and your sword.
Typical brother thing. I get your room. I get your room when you move out.
I may have had one too many.
you may have had 10 too many.
I said I was thirsty. Better get back to work anyway. After I walk this off. Clive?
What is it?
Thanks for, you know.
I know.
Ooh. Cute. Okay. Mid's dungeon. Ask about the hideaway. No one's been round here. No one round here was bold enough or daft enough to say I'm fit for the knacker's yard. But I'm sure as hell ain't getting any younger.
It'll be time to take a step back.
Like the fledglings let the fledglings spread their wings. Young goat as bright as the inside of a barrel, but his heart is in the right place, and his constant failures never seem to dim his spirits either. Reckon the same might have been said of me when I was his age.
If it weren't for Sid.
Giving me the room to fall and a hand to help me up again, I never would have changed. It'd have been the goats leading the goats. Clive, assuming we made it this far. Trust you to go and pick a fight with the bleeding god. I didn't sign up for all this excitement, you know.
No.
Sid did say the higher ups wouldn't be too happy about us trying to change the world. Bah, you've got me there. And it ain't as if I have anything better to do, so no more lip out of me. But if that's lip that keeps us on our toes, Otto.
Is that right?
Well, I better start looking for someone else to moan about then, hadn't I?
I'll be here if you need me.
Gotta go. Oh yeah, it's upstairs. It's upstairs this time, not in Mid's dungeon.
I hear that you traveled to Ash. Cid, did you by any chance recover the names of my fallen friends?
I did.
There you go.
If I may, the bearer registry.
It's all children under the age of 12.
The director was a brutal man. He got no worse than he deserved.
The registry was all I found beneath the tree. There was no sign of a body. Nor any record of what happened to the children after the orphanage closed.
I pray that at least some of them survived. All their names are here. The ones we lost, my friends. My light in those dark times. I can still remember their faces. Like it was yesterday. Children who were taken from their bunks in the morning. Never to return. No explanation ever offered.
They'd be happy to know that you survived, Herman.
But why did I make it out alive? When so many others died in that awful place?
It's not your fault. And blaming yourself won't bring them back.
Yeah, stop moping, not me.
Honor their memory. See that their names live on. That way at least. They're never truly gone.
Thank you. Cid, I'm going to write a book. An account
like
of the
every
horrors
other
of
person.
Badlach. And the spirit of those its custodians sought to crush. All of Valisthea will know of our suffering. And in the name of those I lost, I will not let it happen again.
Neither will I.
These records would have been buried for all eternity, were it not for you. Thank you.
No problem. No problem. Okay, I actually have a mission in my room that randomly showed up. So let's go to my room first before we talk to Joshua. Okay, treasure hunt. What? You didn't think I were just saying that stuff about hiding my engine, did you? Wouldn't you know? I've already a fine spot picked out and everything. But if you're going to go on this grand adventure, you'll need to be quick about your business with that ruddy god of yours. Take too long and somebody more clever might beat you to the prize. I suppose in that case, I could bear you one of my lesser inventions. Goddess knows I've countless. The Triunity. Bringing together three men from different backgrounds was not to be without some difficulty. However, come together we did for a better Valisthea. The Triunity was but a first step. A longer, more bitter journey awaits us all. One that will almost certainly end up in hardship. Yet, what matters most is a destination but what we can learn from one another while on the road, and have paved the road for us with your courage, Clive. Now we must have the courage to walk it. Your loving uncle. Master Clive, I'm aware of these matters of much greater import with which demands your attention and should find yourself a moment. I bid you visit me in the shelves that I might ask a single favor concerning His Highness Prince Dion.
It's usually me making demands of Harpocrates. I wonder what this is about.
A tale to tell. I am falling asleep, not gonna lie.
Lawsman Harpocrates, I received your note.
Ah, yes. I expect you're wondering what this is all about.
You spoke of making amends with Dion, but I can't imagine what for.
Then I should begin by telling you that I was once his tutor. This was some years ago, of course, before I joined Cid in his hideaway. At that time, I was counted among the foremost scholars of Oriflamme, and was accordingly invited to the palace to supervise the young prince's education, all to ensure that the future emperor had a firm grounding in, well, everything an emperor should. History, religion, commerce, government. Alas, our time together was cut short when Dion left to join the Dragoons, his studies no longer being deemed necessary. I had not expected to meet with him again, least of all here.
Have you spoken with him?
No, I have yet to find the right moment. His Highness always seems so preoccupied, especially when alone. I would not wish to disturb his ruminations with idle words of greeting. Not when I know he dwells upon the evil Ultima had him commit in the Dominion.
The guilt weighs heavily on him, I know. But as you say, that was Ultima's doing. Surely you can't blame yourself.
When I first met him, it was not guilt, but his people's expectations that weighed heavily upon him. And I did nothing to ease that burden. He bore it alone, until the day he could not bear it any longer. It is one of my greatest regrets that I only ever offered him my wisdom, and what he truly needed was friendship. The blame for Dion's transgressions lies not only on his shoulders, but on mine.
I see. I'm ready to help you in any way that I can.
Then I beg that you bring me a wild wyvern tail. Apothecaries across the ages agree that even to glimpse such a flower is to be granted inner solace.
Almost fell asleep.
Fabulists and fraudsters all, of course. But there is oft a seed of truth to be found, where even the most outlandish opinions align.
Well, it can't hurt to try. Where can I find this flower? And how will I know it?
You have seen cultivated wyvern tails before. Well, those, there is a whether they...
It's all right.
Thank you, Clark.
They talk too much. Oh my god, I just did 3 hours of side quests. Whatever, I can't. I literally cannot stay awake. Yeah, I'm gonna save and then save one more time. And close the game. Okay, yeah, I am literally so tired, and we literally just did all these 3 hours worth of freaking side quests. Are you serious? I'm like, I almost fell asleep. I literally fell asleep in my chair. All of it is just like reading and stuff like that, and I don't know, I literally cannot function right now. I'm super tired. I really wanted to finish the game, but I can't. I'm super tired. So I am just gonna stream tomorrow and sleep in and stream tomorrow, finish the game, because I'm not doing anything tomorrow on Friday. So yeah, I'm gonna just do that. We got the bulk of the side quests done, so yeah, I'm literally so tired. I went to bed late last night, and yeah, it was just like, wait, I know, I literally cannot stay up to finish the game. I'm so... Yeah, I'm Shibi, so whenever I wake up, I will get ready and then stream or whatever. So yeah, literally just 3 hours of side quests. Could you fucking believe it? And I was doing side quests yesterday, so that was probably, I don't even know how long that was to even like do, because I did a lot of side quests within like the last like few hours. So yeah, I'm CP. So if you like this video, give it a thumbs up, and if you want to see me finish Final Fantasy 16 tomorrow, for sure I'm gonna be finishing it tomorrow, because I'll be rejuvenated, wide awake, and I'm just really tired today. I can't go on, and it's almost 1 a.m. So yeah, I'm tired. So if you like this video, give it a thumbs up, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye bye.
you.